So we're in the middle of a shift right now. I don't remember everything that was happening. It's post-Christmas, so probably feeling a little down. But hopefully we're getting a little bit better when it comes to the whole dead ex-girlfriend thing. Jill was taking that pretty rough. Understandably so. So let's see what's going to happen now. Things are pretty quiet outside, apparently. So let's see what's going on. Jeez. Let's just continue with the songs that we have. All right, so we are coming back, and we've got Kim. Hi, Kim. You know, you don't work for the Augmented Eye anymore. Why do you still have that little thing? Little clipboard, notepad, whatever. I don't know. Ah, Miss Kim. Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss. You seem to be in a good mood. Yeah, she does have a bit of a smile on her face. That's nice. I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy? I guess. What can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay, let's get Kim a beer. I'm gonna make it a big one. Not because I need money. Because I love Kim. Perhaps? 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got the alcohol. There we go. We're getting so good at this. It's second nature to us, really. We were born bartenders. We popped right out. Right after the placenta. Yeah, we had one of those little machines that you pull the thing down and the beer comes out. That came out with us. That was our afterbirth. Our afterbirth was beer or alcohol or some such thing. Here you go. Thanks. So, how you been doing? Pretty good, actually. That's nice. She quit her job, so, you know, it could really be either way, whether she was feeling good or bad. I, for one, am happy that she's feeling okay. Probably the lack of stress, I would assume. My hair stopped falling out. My appetite is coming back. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. Good for you, Kim. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. That is a rare, rare feat. Congratulations to Kim. If only we were all so lucky. Like I got a hold of my own life. So nice to hear. Oh yeah, I'll start bartending training in January too. Aw. She's following in our footsteps. We have a little protege. Huh? Really? Yeah, I did some research and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounds like a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It'll give me time to think on the next course of action. There you go. Not every job has to be like a career job. Like when I delivered edible arrangements, I wasn't considering that to be my utmost. When I was valeting cars and doing bellboy stuff, I wasn't like, this is the pinnacle of my life. But it got me money when I needed money desperately. And sometimes that's all you need. I wish that was more understood by like employers. Where it's like, why do you want to work here? Bitch, I need money to live. Like, I don't really care about delivering fruit. That's not a passion of mine. But I need money to live and to eat and to play games, which are passions of mine. Living, in fact, and having a place to like stay safe and have a warm meal is actually very important to me as a person. But that's just me. I wish they understood that. Bit of advice, don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service with a cut in pay and tips. I was going to go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute. How do you back down a bit? Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment, and instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one. I thought those apartments were built by them or something. Back in England, they are. Are we in America? I don't know where we are. We're in Glitch City, baby. Anything's possible. Back in England, they are. They have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Realty Nua holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. That's always good. We love monopolies. so BDC can't easily offer such promises. Oh. Realty, I always see it as reality. Realty Nua is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around certain expectations. But the truth is that Reality Nua has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so. Yeah, that sounds like just companies in general. Really? I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone gave up on. They became a big name as far as real estate goes. But in reality, the company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time, they're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. And they're all expansions of their already established ones. You seem to know a lot about it. Nerd. I've said it multiple times, but Jill is a freaking nerd. She knows a lot about alcohol. She knows a lot about real estate. And she was into, like, experiments and data collection or something in college. She's a confirmed nerd, guys. Which does make her it makes her cuter. I would really like Jill if she didn't smoke. That's like a huge turn off. If she quit the habit, I'd be a lot more interested. Not that she, would necessarily be interested in a guy like me, but still. That's one thing I think you should, like, we've talked about changing before for partners. Something like that, like an actual bad habit, like smoking that causes a lot of health issues. It's a big money sink. It's unhygienic, frankly. I think that's something you should give up on, or at least try to. Make compromises and stuff like that. But that's just me. I've just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble on about it. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something, I don't know, different? But enough rambling on my side. You must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else? Let's try a sugar rush. Okay. A sugar rush. I feel like I've been serving them a lot lately. It's a simple one, so maybe she just wants to test to see if she wants to try out different drinks to see how she likes it. All mixed. I'll give her a little more alcohol, just a bit. She's feeling good. I'm feeling good for her. All mixed. We just do a quick mix, just a little pa, and it's mixed. That's almost a TXT song. Which one? I say so much stupid shit. I can never say for certain what I just talked about. It's just in and out. Stream of consciousness. Sugar Rush High. Okay, yeah, you're right. We haven't listened to TXT in a while because Dorian has been listening to other things. Like Eurovision. Yeah. Hell yeah. Here you go. I've got some Eurovision stuck in my head. I'll listen to it on the way to school. And it's in there. There's some earworms, I'll tell you that much. Yay. Actually, Joe, I came here today to thank you. Me? Yeah, back when I first showed up here, back in day 1, I was in a really rough spot. I was shocked. I was tired. I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention you helped me cool down and your boss saved me. And, okay, so my theory that she tried to test her less than adequate flying powers seems to be holding up. And I don't know, I felt like I had to tell you all that before the year ended. Much appreciated, thanks. It's good to know that you've had, a positive impact on someone's life. It's really hard to say that, and I think that's what everybody wants. That's why I was into teaching, was I just wanted to help people. But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off. I'm better now. Thanks a lot. Glad to hear. It was weird to see you like that. It always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else had described as being cold. Hey, what up, jabroni? My dude. I hope you're doing well, man. I watched some Darkest Dungeon stuff. Like on the telly. And you make it seem better. Like, knowledge in that game is truly like the most important resource. Because I watched a guy going in mostly blind, just for like a little bit. Because I only catch so much of your streams. I want to get like a better understanding of the game as a whole. So I was like, I'll watch a newbie play it, or sort of newbie. And he was getting his shit kicked in. He was trying to fight the tree general, and I don't think he made it past the first wave. And I was like, oh damn, my boy Jabroni like knocks it out of the park on that stuff. And he was playing on normal. He wasn't playing on the Infernal Flame hard mode. Like the game F's you without lube mode. So you're doing good stuff as far as I'm concerned. From one noob looking at another noob, I think you've got a lot of game knowledge. And you know what? I'm proud of you. You're sticking with it. And I'm happy to watch more of your streams so I can learn more. It almost makes me want to play it. Almost. And then I saw that other guy get rammed, and I was like, maybe I don't want to play this. Maybe I'm not so sure. But I'm excited to watch you play more. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but nah, I don't try to put up that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing. Huh. Disappointed? Surprised, actually. What led me to believe that you were putting on an act? And more importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further. You're also a nerd, Kim. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. Alright. Let's get a bubbly drink. That's why you did the fresh file to make it real challenging. You're a sadistic MFer if you're like going into Darkest Dungeon and you're like, you know what, I need more of a challenge. You're a very special type of person. Happy to give out those good vibes. Sometimes I have the good vibes and I want them to go to other people. I've got good vibes to spare. I'm feeling all right today. I had a nice coffee. Listened to some Eurovision pop, and I was like, okay, I can feel good for a little bit. My back's feeling a little better, so I've got some spare good vibes, and I would like to bequeath them to you, my friend, because you deserve them too. You're clearly going through your own stuff. I am having a good morning. I don't expect it to last, because let's face it, life sucks sometimes. But I'm feeling okay right now. Let's give Kim a bubbly drink like a French weaver. Let's see what happens when she gets drunk again. All aged and mixed. Here you go. Thanks. Hey, Jill, I'm going to need some ice. Ah, boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you. Aw, she's so happy. Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine. I'm alive. I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what overcame me. I just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like... trigger warning for unaliving yourself. Trigger warning. This character has gone through stuff. She is recuperating from that. Trigger warning. Thank you. Don't even mention it. I just did what I felt was right. Look at you guys. Everybody's making friends in this chat. We got a nice community here of 2. 3. I guess I'm part of the community. It's nice. Is this what... It's weird to make a friend, you know? I can't remember the last time I did it. You know what? I'm gonna rescind a statement I made about Darkest Dungeon. It can bring people together. Because if I didn't look for Darkest Dungeon stuff, I wouldn't have seen Jabroni getting worse off and struggling and suffering in life. And you know what? Good things came from that. Got a nice little streaming community here. It's very nice. Ever since it launched, it's just been me. Absolutely, man. Thank you for coming to my stream. It means a lot to me as well. Anybody watching this, lurking, or in the future on YouTube, see, this is the kind of one-on-one time you get in my chat. No one in here? Well, guess what? You got... I'll talk the hell out of you. I got nothing better to do. And you know what? Go follow Jabroni too. He's a cool guy. I like him a lot. He's a good friend. He's a good man. And he deserves the support because he interviews too much. He has too much work going on. Follow Jabroni. Follow it. And then follow me too if you are not already. So you can see me do something embarrassing to myself when we get to 50 followers. Back to the game, I guess. Jill, ice please. Right. Are you alright? Did you seek help? I know a couple of people that could help you. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me, but you intervened and I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Seeing that you're fine is more than enough for me. You're right, I still do have to... I gotta do the makeup. I always remember like at 10 o'clock at night when I'm just sitting in bed playing Octopath, and I was like, you know what I gotta do? I gotta make that stupid poll thing. And it's only stupid because I'm stupid and always forget. But you're right, I do have to do the makeup thing. I need you to remind me, Mama. You're the responsible one. Throwing you under the bus. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. Please come again. So a couple of weeks ago, I read some news about a woman saving a, here, trigger warning, suicidal girl, catching her midair. Would you know something about that, boss? Maybe, maybe not. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. There she goes. Feeling lonely? That voice. It's the girl in the black sailor outfit that's like haunting us or something. Anna, hey Joe, long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels really like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Earth to Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. What the hell is happening? I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know. But that's my coping mechanism. Julianne Stingray. Our last name is Stingray? Fuck yeah. That's awesome. I'm talking to you. Calm down. Don't fall for her taunts. Who is this? What is happening? How does she know my full name, though? I thought your full name was Julianne Natalie Stingray, or did you legally remove the Natalie? I'm nervous again. I'm scared. Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Oh, it's a fourth wall break? She can see our text boxes? Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. That's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world is amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because only you experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledged me. Shit. That's good. I want. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Oh. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. I was gonna buy some curry with that money. I had to put up for those drinks. That's a damn shame. Curry money is important. Dog duty done. I know we have a slow day, but for God's sakes. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. Yep, she's got the skirt with the jeans. Look at that fashion. She got the drip. That's what the kids say. And wearing jeans under her skirt. She is really cute. Like, I don't know what kind of fashion it is, but I kind of like it. Oh, Jabroni, I remembered the side quest. It's called Terrytown. That's the one that you should do. That's the one that's definitely worth it. So I don't know if you got to that point yet, but in case you... it just came to me while I was driving the other day, and I was like, oh, shit. I'm glad you're picking it back up. Oh, awesome. Hell yeah. The theme song for that town is incredible. I love it so much. And I wish you had more time to play, Mama. I should do more to like help out around the house instead of streaming, so you have more time to play. I should stop what I'm doing and cure your illnesses, so you have more time to play and you don't feel sick. Why? Just why? To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats after all. It's uncannily, right? Not all that wrong, and they can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see it if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. Are you okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. Man, I miss not being crazy. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter. Sorry. Oh, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure, thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not what I... Whatever. Ugh, poor Jill. I said it online, so now I have to do it. That's right. I'm going to stop taking care of our daughter. I'm going to go back to school and start studying neurological diseases. And I'm going to cure you. Cure you. I'm going to become the top of my class. And I'm going to solve the problem that is fibromyalgia. And you know why I do this? You'll have to take care of the kids, of course. So, fibromyalgia will probably help with that. You'll have to learn to get over it, which, according to some, is the way to cure yourself. So, either way, you win. Oh, now I'm being called out. You have to go back to work. Bye. Thank you for spending time with me and letting this be possible. Mwah. Rent is due on the 30th. Please make sure your account has $10,000. I'm fucked. I'm absolutely screwed. There are cats and heat outside. I'd have blue balls if I still had any. Oh, for you little rapscallion, you. I wish my cats talked. But I guess I have to talk for my cats, because that's what Jill's doing. Jill does a lot of talking for other things. She's talking for her cats, and she's talking for that sailor girl that no one else sees. So she's really doing well, guys. Let's read some articles. Taylor the Brain. We met them. Taylor the Brain, tired of name change requests. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Sola Anima project. One of the highlights from the interview that was unfortunately stripped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people ask Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told the AE team. I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be a part of the joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances of becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral season. That sounds awesome. And you know what, Taylor? If you're unwilling to change your name for a bit, you're not dedicated to the cause. You're not dedicated to creating content. Would I change my name if it gave me more content? Possibly. Depends on the name, I suppose. Parliament discusses anime influence. Oh, anime. Oh. Were you a mistake, like so many people have claimed? I don't know. You're hot sometimes, but also you make me cringe sometimes. During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth. Trash! A representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. You should go to jail for that. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market. Yamake, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during the phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. But trashy anime is fun. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. The members of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were arrested after the group's leader were found at the site of the protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. Hell yeah. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down the street, so they used protesters as a shield, and we had no option but to surrender. Love told AE during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. The formal charges are unknown so far. I like it when unlikely sources protect people who deserve it. It's fun. Like when the Yakuza helped rebuild parts of Japan after the tsunami. I know it's still pretty crazy in the Yakuza. I don't know enough about it to say anything with any certainty, except that the games are excellent. If you haven't played a Yakuza game, or a Yakuza game, do it. Play 0, like now. It often goes on sale for like $5, and you'll get 80 hours of content on it. And about 70 of those 80 hours will be absolute insanity. And that's lowballing it. It's finally here! Yori, new season. I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, base to God. All boards report in. What other boards, you idiot? Nice, more stupid Moe blobs. YY gets new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up! Get a job, you stupid neat. One second, there is a phone call. I will be right back. It was the wrong number. I've only played LAD because it had the RPG battle system. Love the general batshittery of the game. Yeah, the other ones are just as insane. Like a Dragon is excellent. One of my favorite stories out of all of them, if you wanted to get into the beat 'em up style of it, like the traditional Yakuza games, 0 is an excellent starting point. That was my starting point. And then Judgment is like a side story, so it's also a pretty good entry point because you don't need to know anything about like Kiryu and the other characters. And it's pretty fun. I like that one a lot. I've got the sequel to that one and I haven't played it yet. It's like the last game I have to play on my PS4 before I retire the old thing. I know they go on sale and are on like Game Passes constantly. They're worth it. They're 100% worth it. Like if you just need a absolute insane time and you've got some time to kill, like even if you just went through the main missions and ignored all like the side story content, you'll still have a great time, especially if you love melodrama. It's really good for that, like soap opera insanity. People coming back from the dead because they weren't actually dead. It's the best. I love it so much. The 6th one, you get to like fight a giant squid. It's awesome. It's just absolutely great. The side stories is where it's all at. I remember I was playing Yakuza 0, and I think I was about like 90% of the way through the game, and I was just wandering around, and I found a mini game that was like racing like little RC cars on a track that I didn't know about since it was unlocked from. It was available since the beginning of the game, and I sunk like 10 hours into it before I needed to finish the game. It was like, you gotta go like save this girl, she's gonna die if you're not careful. And I'm like, oh, but I gotta race these cars though, and I gotta go make the fastest, bestest car. And I did, and it felt great. Highly recommend. Oh god, here we go. Prepare the hot cocoa, sit in comfy couch, put on favorite mega Christmas sweater, see snow falling outside, turn on heater, get my blanket, watch Glorious YY and fall asleep when it ends. I am the comfy. I wish I was as comfy. I have work tomorrow. Enjoy the Urus for me, Danger You. We went on quite a tangent there, but here's the thing. Yakuza is worth the tangent. And if you don't support that, get out. If you want, I mean. I'm not your dad. I am a daddy. I'm a pretty good daddy, but I'm not sure if I'm your daddy. But if you need a daddy, I'll be your e-daddy. Evening. Hey Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. We're just having parties all over the place. What is this, freaking community? It's the party. It's the dance. Isn't that a bit soon? Why, did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean, never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey, no, I mean, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now. Back. See? So, you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby, let's see. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to fight with my sister. I'll be back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby. Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in a different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here, and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea, but now that I think about it... Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me, what drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years. Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and can live in blissful ignorance. Jill, you idiot. Huh? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Armitage? The titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister. But now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which do you pick? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss, thanks. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day. Yeah, if you're having trouble, you definitely need a support system like that. Someone who's willing to, like, talk some sense into you, especially when you start to regress. Because it's very easy to go back into your bad habits. And you don't have to be, like, a perfect person. You just have to be a better person. Jeez, that hurts. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously, though, this is the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it. Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not, I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Joe. Thanks. Stella! It is a great day. We got some Stella in our lives. Things couldn't be better. Happy holidays! Somebody's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year, probably from all the orgies. If there's ever a shortage of something, assume either like economic collapse, and if that's not immediately going to solve the problem, the answer is people be horny, and that's why everything's gone. And if it's unexplainable otherwise, it's horniness and perversion are often the answers. Oh, sorry for that outburst. Why? You look so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. Cobalt velvet for Stella. Anything for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 5, and lots of alcohol for the cat girl. I would do anything for you, Stella. Here you go. Thanks. Are you meeting with Say today? She should be here in a bit. Yes. This day just got a little bit better. She told me she wanted a drink here, and since I was coming here too. Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as the disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Say was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Say is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalencies to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. Or the funding, I'll tell you that. When I was teaching, we have students who have special plans that help them learn. You have to keep track of all that, and you have to be able to sign off that like you're doing things and prove that you're meeting their needs in a proper way, in an adequate way, in a way that aligns with their goals, their plans. And those get updated all the time. The problem is funding, for one. Like we don't necessarily have the resources to give them everything they need, which is unfortunate, which is why so many teachers have to do things out of pocket. Or it's a matter of just having the time and the energy and the space. I think some of my biggest classes, I'm one guy, and some of my biggest classes were like 36 to 38 kids. And I'll tell you, it's hard to get anything done when there's that many kids in a room. You don't have enough seats. You don't have enough paper. They're all working at different paces. And they all need different things. Whether it's like aligned with an official plan or not, they all want and need different things. And it's really hard to get 38 kids to do anything on track without being distracted or without distracting others. It's a mess. And like I asked multiple times, I'm like, I've got classes with 6 kids in it. Can we take some of those 38 kids and bring them into this other class? Because it's also really hard to teach like 5 kids, because it's hard to engage 5 people like that. There's like a healthy ground of like probably about 15 to 20 where teaching is actually easier with that number, because engagement's a little higher, because the energy is a little higher. If you just have like one person in a room and they aren't like there like officially for tutoring, if they're not into it, they're not into it, and it's hard to convince them to be into it. But with a bigger class of, let's say, 15 to 20, if I've got about 5 kids' attention, and that's lowballing it a little bit, I can use them to my advantage. If they're engaged, I can pull other people in by like making fun of people, which was a big thing for me. Just friendly banter, and then making jokes and stuff like that. And I was able to pull in a few more. And then anybody I missed, hopefully I could hit like after the official lesson and just give them some intimate time of like, hey, let's talk like the 3 of us and we can figure it out. But yeah, when you've got 38 kids and one kid like needs all these special things and you want them to succeed, it's just hard to do. And they're not the only one. Like, I think kids that have those kind of plans a year, I probably have about 15 to 20 of them like that, and they're spread out in different classes and stuff. So it's hard to remember, and legally you have to do it. Another tangent. Excellently executed. Thank you, Valhalla. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Say was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. That is depressing to hear. From time to time, I see that old look cross her face and it scares me. Oh, she's got a little tear in her eye. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Say knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Give me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Yeah, isn't that what's... I think Say ordered something cold and sweet the other day. Alright, let's see. Sparkle Star? Nope. Blue Fairy? Nope. Sugar Rush? Nope. Moon Blast? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All on the rocks and blended. Ah, man. Oh, I fucked up. How did I? Oh, I didn't double the alcohol. Oopsies. This is why I don't teach math. I teach science. There we go. On the rocks and blended. There we go. It's not that I'm stupid. I'm good at other things. My mind works in different ways. It's not that I'm shit. I'm just excellent in other ways. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asks for, you know? Now that you mention it. You know, back when Say reappeared, it seems that she came here first. Oh yeah, she told me that. Glad she found a familiar face after all that chaos. Oh, she's happy about it. That's good. Did she tell you we had a talk at the back of the bar? You did? Well, it's nothing that important, but she was devastated, you know? She was afraid, tired. It hit me quite hard, not only after seeing her covered in bandages, but also seeing her so cheerful before. I guess I should be thankful then. What? When I met with her, she told me you calmed her down quite a bit. I did? I'm guessing with all that was going on, the desire to not worry me weighed on her. It has happened before. So it's good that there was someone else for her to share her stress with. Thanks. Sure. I don't think I did anything noteworthy, but sure. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there are people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. Yay, it's the girls. The girls are back. This is what life needs. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want 1. I'm asking for 1 for me, adding 1 to your order. Oh, that, right. 2 beers for the girls. Let's give it to the girls. I messed up already. Everyone ignore that. I'm not melting. My brain is fine. Nothing is leaking out of my head at all. I'm not wearing these headphones to keep my gray matter inside my skull. That's ridiculous. Why would you think such a thing? Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, back. Okay. 2 big beers, because I need freaking cash. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Hehe. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. How big is that jar? How small is that dog? The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck. Oh, okay. He wasn't entirely in a jar. It was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fellow was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah. We'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure, it's better than depressing myself with Dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay. I don't think we've made a lot of classy drinks. We're just not classy people. We mostly serve beer. We serve a lot of beer. Let's give I want to give a bad touch to Say. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Don't collapse at work. Don't collapse sitting on the couch or whatever it is that you're doing. Take care of yourself. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This is Sunday? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow got it into her head that by being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. That's pretty adorable. She got over it, but the gifting stuck. Spiritual reincarnation? Well, the story says the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit. As you do. And that Mega Santa was reborn as a manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. This is all the makings of an excellent cult. That girl was delusional as a kid. Huh? Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she was worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something? Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried, but I won't go back to those days just like that. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen. That's what we said. Expected as much. Told her as much. Hey, can you get me something bubbly? Sure. Something bubbly for a bubbly girl. Bubbly, 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 bubbly. Let's give her a cobalt velvet. Just like what Stella had. I am concerned about our rent. I am worried we're gonna get evicted. There we go. Here. Bubbly, bubbly. Hey, Jill, want to know how Stella got her eye? Huh? I feel you shouldn't tell me that. She told you my story, means she likes you enough. It's fine. You remember when I told you one white knight saved me from another? Well, it's about the other one. Apparently he was running away after doing something. Dunno. We were at the park and he held us hostage. At one point, they tried to approach and he just... he gouged Stella's eye out. Ugh. I tried to stop him, but he went and kicked me. I still remember that kick. I could feel my ribs breaking. There was pain in places I didn't know I could feel pain. From time to time, I still relive that day. The kick in my torso, Stella's screams. It's chilling. I briefly regained consciousness after the kick when I felt like I was being lifted. Well, it was this one they got saved by the other white knight, so this is what kicked off Say's path into being a white knight. The white knight that attacked us was on the floor, not moving. I was on another white knight's shoulder. He took his helmet off and put it on an anguished Stella. I passed out. When I came to, I was in a hospital. Apparently, the kick ruptured a couple of organs, and I was put on emergency care. I woke up because Stella was punching my leg, telling me to wake up. Just, damn. What made you bring this up? I bring this up because that guy that was here last time I came, Virigilio? I think he's the one that saved us. Virigilio was an ex-white knight that saved them? Holy shit. Virigilio is a freaking boss. So maybe that's why he was trying to protect his identity, because they were doing the white knight lynchings and he was afraid people might kind of remember him as a white knight. So he changed everything about himself so he wouldn't get freaking murdered. Oh. Virigilio, you're a cool guy. You were like the one good cop that ever existed. No fucking way. Virigilio, really? What made you think that? Sure, more pounds and years, but I'm pretty sure it's him. There's something about his face I just can't dismiss. I'd like to see him again. Do you know how? Do you know the Steampunk Museum? Ask for Virigilio there. Gotcha. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. Please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Sure thing. Man, what a revelation. I never would have expected Virigilio to be an ex-white knight and also to be the one that saved Stella and Say. That's incredible. I've always liked Virigilio because frankly, he's insane and he's really funny, especially his little act that he put on. But after that, I like him a lot more. He's actually a good person. He's not just a weirdo. He's also a good weirdo. And, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes you just get freaks. Which still has a a good spot in my heart. I like a good freak character. But you don't often get the overlap between weirdo and good person. It's usually weirdo, like mad scientist, and like actual insane, like sociopath. So this is nice. This is a refreshing take. I wonder if I left food for 4. Deep, 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 deep. We're gonna pick some more music. This is so nice. I like it when the characters I like are all like kind of intertwined in a way. It's really fun, and it rewards you for paying attention, which I do like. Because if you're paying attention to the story, like I thought about Virigilio before Jill confirmed it. I thought about the Kim and boss thing before the game confirmed it. It's really nice. It feels good to like go through the articles and shit like that and be like, oh, that's it's not a waste of time reading into the backstory and the lore and the supplemental materials. Because the game rewards you. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel special. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy. She looks down. Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Oh, honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Oh no. It's Dorothy. They were having that problem with the Lillums. The usual. I wonder what's wrong with her, though. Shit, what was Dorothy's usual? I think it's a piano woman. I'm pretty sure it's a piano woman. I'm not going to look it up this time. I'm a big boy. I got a big boy brain. This big boy brain got through college. I can remember a drink. I studied. I remembered things for a long time. Here. This is nice. 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 Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey, honey, how do you know what's real? That's not what you want to hear from somebody out of the blue. How so? I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells me I'm not just a simulation in a computer? Oh no, she's becoming self-aware. And those ponderings brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar? Am I? Are any of us actually anywhere? Dorothy. So you're having a solipsistic crisis of sorts? I have never heard that word. Solipsistic. I gotta look that up. What does that word mean? Solipsistic. Relating to the theory that all is known to exist is one's own self or consciousness. From the Latin of alone, the ideology that one's own mind is sure to exist. Solipsists contend that knowledge of anything outside one's own mind is unsure. Hence, there is no such thing as objective truth, and nothing about the external world and its workings can actually be known. Wow. Thanks for teaching me some new stuff, Valhalla. Why? And Jill knows this. Again, more evidence that Jill's a freaking nerd. What? Solipsism, the theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See, that's another thing right there. That word. Solipsism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone, and ipse means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decided to make noises? And decided, hey, let's make this noise mean this. It doesn't make sense. Words don't make sense. All words are made up. I've been repeating words for a long time and they've stopped making sense. Why? Calm down. That's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure this counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. I should make her a drink at the very least. I'll have something to throw at her. I'll make her another piano woman. Maybe she'll catch some of it in her mouth. Ugh, God damn it. I hate it when characters I like, even sort of like Dorothy's not my favorite character, but I don't want her to suffer. I don't want her to go through an existential crisis. Like, just because she's built to be kind of human doesn't mean she has to go through the shitty parts of being human. Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this at your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Since earlier today, I think. I was remembering the good times I had with my guardian, but I don't know, it was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me, and out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? What is fun? Baby, don't hurt Dorothy no more. What is love? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? What tells me that you're real? What tells me that you're real? Huh? For all I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's a human. I've been there, Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis, that's uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. What did you do to get over it? Oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Reign in the World, one of my favorites. At one point I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. That's me on like a, maybe not a weekly basis, but a lot. It happens a lot. Video games, movies, TV. I like to cry. I cry a lot. And I think I'm emotionally healthy, where I cry at appropriate things. I'm not breaking down at like nothing. I'm trying to have emotional connections with things. And you know, who cares if it's fake? If it, you can still glean information. You can still feel from things that don't actually exist. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, I'd still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. Huh, I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay, then. Adorable. Absolutely precious. Whew. Why did you throw it on your head? To feel something you made. And? It burns and itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana Z. Oh, I've been here before. Hey, it's Mario. What's up, man? Mr. Mario, welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right, sign here, please. It's a big package. Oh, that's right. Mario has himself a little man crush on our femboy Gil. So this is sure to elicit a response. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated? Let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. How did we go from existential crisis, like people were having problems here, to like, it's a dick in the box? How did this happen? This game is tonal whiplash. Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside. What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it up. Honey, seems the wiener is too big to eat correctly. Stop. Maybe you could prepare some right now. What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? Oh, yeah. Maybe this is just the pick-me-up we need. Dorothy's back to her usual self. So, which means, trigger warning. Seriously, Jill? She's the one making the jokes. And you're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down. Hey, Jacob boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. Huh. You might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. A sunshine cloud for Mario. Like Super Mario Sunshine. Guys, it's all coming together. Let's see. Sunshine cloud. I'll make it a big one. And a little bit of alcohol. Not too much. He still probably has to, like, drive home or something. What did I do wrong? 2 on the rock. Oh, I gotta blend it. Oopsie daisy. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. No, wait. I forgot to I forgot to put it on the rocks. I'm a moron. I'm an idiot. On the rocks. A little bit of alcohol. And we blend it. I can do it. I just have to talk it through myself like I'm fucking 5. There we go. I'm glad that he's ordering girly drinks, like he's accepted that as part of his self. Here. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy, why did you buy me a drink? Just to let you know, I don't swing that way. What way, Lilum? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hitting on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Yeah, I was able to make a lot of dirty jokes because of you bringing in a package of wieners. Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know, it fit with what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Yeah, sometimes entering does make you a little bit calmer. Wink, wink. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, Honey. Enjoy your big wiener. Out with you. She seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it. Don't worry. You like guys. It's clear. Yeah, I don't know. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Say no more. Pump, pump the eyebrows. This guy's like the opposite of like one of the guys who had like an ultra masculine guy's like I like women. I like women so much. And he's like, no, stop trying to say I like women. I like men. He's very insistent, which is nice. Good for him. He's owning it. He might be overcorrecting a little bit, but it's, you know what, good for him. I'm not gonna talk bad about him. I'm not gonna shit talk this guy. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spend all of my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Is it true what they're saying about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also a semi-legal league going on there. What does semi-legal mean? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The illegal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh? Have you heard about a biker called Christine Love? We read about her in the article. So our homework is helping us understand the world. Miss Love? Of course, everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that got beaten to a pulp if they turn out to be what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. All right. Alright, put in 5 of that, 5 of that, a couple of those, a little bit of that, a sprinkling of that, aged and mixed. Oh wait, that was the... He said piano man, I put woman. Oopsie daisy. I thought it seemed too much like the other one, but... I'm not confident enough to know off the top of my head. But it seemed wrong, so my intuition was good. On the rocks, mixed. Okay. There we go. I am competent. I am smart. I am strong. Yeah, this is nice. This will sound weird, but do you believe in replibots? Replibots? Like, there's the belief that some Lilim out there are designed to perfectly replicate a particular human. That someone or something replaces those humans with such Lilim. Thus they call them replibots. You know a lot about this. I don't. It's in most magazines nowadays. Well, it's the first time I've heard of it. What about it? On my way here, I almost ran over my neighbor. He just showed up in the middle of the street. And I say almost because he moved really quickly out of the way. Then I went to deliver a package and somehow my neighbor was there, almost immediately after the whole thing. And he was there the whole time. Maybe it was someone that looked like him? He had the same looks, clothes, and mannerisms. Trust me, you know a perfect replica when you see one. And you saw the kid Lilim here? They could easily pass off as humans. There are even Lilim idol singers nowadays whose voices can pass off as human. They could be passing off as humans under our very noses, replacing us little by little. At this point in time, I really doubt it. Lilim behavior is a bit different. You can easily tell someone's a Lilim because they seem... How do I put this? They don't care about risk and danger as much as we do. They treat risks with a lot more leniency. Yeah, being effectively immortal does slightly alter your risk-reward management. Still, be careful. Keep an eye out for uncanny doppelgangers. I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. If I met my own doppelganger, I wonder if we'd get along. Maybe in the past, not so much. And if I met my past self, probably not so much. If I met my current self, I'm not sure exactly what would happen. I think we would do all right. I think we would, both want the same things. And hopefully. And we could probably get a lot of work done. That's my biggest problem, is I don't have enough time and hands to, get everything I need done. So, one of me could take care of the kid, and the other one could do, work stuff, clean the house, like the good wife that I am. And then we could, switch roles every now and again. I think it would be great. I don't know if I would do anything sexy with myself, though. I would consider it. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you sex yourself if there was a robot version of you? If it was a robot version of me, I might do it. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, honestly. Maybe just to say that you did it? I don't know if I would all the way sex myself. But I would possibly give myself a hand job. And maybe oral. We'll see what happens. We'll see where the night takes us. What's your take on the replibot thing? Do you believe in them? Do you? Not really, but I asked you first. When I was in high school, I had this irrational fear of aliens. I was paranoid that they would come. What would I do then? I remember I lost lots of sleep because of it. That doesn't answer my question. Let me finish. After many months of fear, I reached a conclusion that might as well apply here. It's useless to be afraid. I'm but a simple woman. I wouldn't be able to do shit against them. So I'd rather live without being afraid. Because the memories of not being afraid will be my only solace when the nebulae crabs invade. When the replibots come. Jill's a normal person, guys. Are you still afraid of aliens, Jill? What part of it's useless to be afraid didn't you catch? Right. I don't know if I'm scared of aliens. If an alien race wanted to eradicate us, they could do it without problem and we definitely wouldn't know. If they considered us a threat, or even a potential future threat, they would just eliminate us now to eliminate the potential risk of the future. Why infiltrate our society if they actually wanted to? If they considered us a threat, the chance that they come to our world, infiltrate us, and then somehow we learn about them is more of a danger to them than them just outright obliterating us and wiping us off out of the galaxy. Like, again, risk reward stuff, that's the better risk. The reward is very low if we're a risk at all. So I think they should just kill us, and we wouldn't even know it. If they've mastered like spaceflight and the ability to find and study and observe other intergalactic life, we got nothing to do against them. If we were infiltrated by alien life, that would be because they don't consider us a threat, and they are generally interested in studying us and possibly helping us technologically innovate. So that's probably fine then, because they wouldn't risk it unless they considered what we're doing like interesting or they cared in some way. They were benevolent. A lot of tangents this episode. Back, did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old girl. Did anything new happen? Hey, they brought you a package. Ah, yes, my curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some? You guys want some boss wiener? Ah, ha 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 ha. That's a new one. This is the one time when your boss is allowed to give you a little wiener. Let's see. We made some good money. We got $5,000, almost $6,000. But we need $10,000, and Jill wants to freaking buy a thing. We only got two. I'm super worried we're not going to have the money. All right, well, $500. You're killing me. You are freaking killing me, Jill. Have some self-control. Don't want to get evicted. But it's worth it because we got like a little cat. Alright, I think we will end it here today. I don't think there's too much game left, honestly. If I'm reading context correctly, we're on the start of day 16. And my last game seemed to go up to day 19. So we've only got a couple more days, 3 more days. We do about a day and a half per stream. So we're probably pretty close to being done. So next stream will go to like 17 and a half. And then after that, we'll go to 17 and a half to maybe 19. 19, and then we'll have like one final stream. Maybe the ending will be a little longer. And then if we finish the stream early, maybe we can play something else. I'm sure there's something. Yeah, we're doing well. I think that's all I got for today. I think we got a lot of fun stuff done. If you are lurking, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, hope you have a good day. I just finished video editing my first scripted video, so I'm going through and fixing all the audio now. I'm hoping that'll be done hopefully by the end of the week, and then I'll probably upload it next week. I'm very excited. It feels really good. It's about 15 minutes long. It took me a hell of a long time, but I'm pretty proud of it. If you like what we're doing here, subscribe on YouTube or follow on Instagram. Follow me here on Twitch. If we can get to affiliate, I'll do something embarrassing, and maybe someday I'll remember to do that damn makeup stream. And I think that's it. Have a good day. Laugh at funny things. Don't be afraid of having a childish sense of humor. It's what makes life. You know, we need the simple things to keep us interested in living. But that's all I got. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. Because I don't know what it is. But I hope you have fun doing it. And I hope that the bad things don't stay bad for too long. Bye-bye.